My name is Andre Neptune. I'm 55 years of age. It's November 14th, 2016 in Anchorage, Alaska. Ella is my friend, a co-worker, but mostly Ella's my friend.
I'm Ella Goss, 49 years old. Andre is my work friend for many, many years, my confidant. When I need to kick the can, I can go to Andre and get it all off my chest. But as he said, most importantly, my friend.
What happened after we knew that LG 1401 had gone down?
Once we realized that 141 was gone, and John and Cameron and Lance and our patient Gay were gone, it was then time to grieve. We had to move from hope to grief, and we had to figure out how to do that not only as a team but as the community of Providence, and then surprisingly enough, the community of not just Anchorage but all of the people that we serve in Alaska. Over the week that we were looking for the helicopter, families were actually in Anchorage and at Providence. So Cameron's parents lived in Wasilla, so they were back and forth to the hospital on a daily basis. Lance had a girlfriend and a brother who his girlfriend came up from Soldotna and stayed at somewhere here in Anchorage and was at the hospital every day, basically as one of the team. The team had taken her in and made sure that she was involved in whatever vigils or anything else that we might have had. John's family lived in Florida, and we were on the phone every day with his wife and his daughters. Once it was determined that they were not coming back, we had to then prepare for funerals, for memorial services. There were hundreds of people. There was fire department, there was all of the TransCare people, the other flight team, Aeromed, Providence employees, and then community members. So we had 3 vigils like that over the week, where it was a candlelight vigil where we just came out and prayed and hoped together as a community. We had suspended all operations until, well, we didn't know for how long. The idea was to suspend all operations until the helicopter was found. Once we had confirmation that the helicopter had gone into Prince William Sound, we had John's body, which was bruised, and demonstrated that it was a significant crash. He had a lot of bruising on one side of his body and probably sustained a head injury before he went into the water. On Monday, we came together as a team and we were told that the search would be called off, which was very difficult for some people. Very difficult for all of us, but some people were really not wanting to acknowledge that. We then had to talk about when are we going to go back to work. While that seems pretty crass to some people, the service that we provide was so specialized that if we weren't doing it, nobody was doing it. The first thing we started doing was we prepared for our first memorial service. So we decided we would use this empty hangar space. We set out 500 chairs, and when we, the team, walked in, because they had everything set up, there were fire department people who acted as honor guard for us, so they were ushers for everybody who came in. We had the family and the team sitting up front, and then all of the Providence people. We had 500 chairs set out, and there was standing room only in that hangar. And there were people outside. As many as we could pack in, we packed into that memorial service. Everything that we did, Providence provided for us to do it. So it wasn't like we had to go out and buy these chairs or rent the chairs or do anything as a team. Providence did everything for us, and our leaders did not even think twice. Memorial service, absolutely. We still don't know to this day if it was pilot error or if there was some sort of issue with the helicopter. If we had found the helicopter, there may have been an ability to say, yes, it iced over, or, in fact, there was pilot error. But without the helicopter, without the pilot, without anything, we really don't know what happened. This was December that this accident happened. Al Parrish wanted to make sure that we honored the families and that we honored our people that we lost. And he arranged a memorial service in June. And he hired a giant boat. He flew every family member of each of the families up to Alaska. He had coach buses transported us to Whittier. We took the boat out to where we think the helicopter went in. We had a moment of silence. We had a service on the boat. We had roses to throw into the water. Not only did he include the families of the team, he included the patient's family. And if they had 4 people that wanted to come, he included the 4 people. But that was hugely significant to the families to be able to come up and see where their loved one died and to be able to maybe have some closure there. And that was closure for some of the team. There were some more people who decided that they could no longer fly after that as well. But that was another way in which Providence really honored and respected and showed support for the flight team.
If we had a flight team again, do you think you would fly again?
I was one of the first people to go back in the helicopter. And I did that for 2 reasons. For myself, to be able to say, yep, I can do this. And 2, to show people, we can go back to work. We can go back. We can honor what our team was doing. One thing I will say is that John, Cameron, or Lance, if they thought anyone stopped doing what they loved doing because of them, it would make them sad. So if we had a flight team, I don't have any idea if I would be involved or not, but I will tell you it was one of the best jobs of my life.